Can I have everyone's attention here? We'll be moving along. We can note the new starting time. Okay, we have an agenda of today in the minutes of the past meeting of the 16th. This month is flying by.
Mr. Chairman, at this time I make a motion to approve the agenda in the minutes of the 16th.
Okay.
Second.
All right, we have a motion and it's been seconded to approve today's agenda presented and the minutes of the past meeting of the 16th. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Aye. Okay. Old business.
There's none.
Okay. All righty. Have none. Also, new business. We're gonna jump right to you, Mary.
Not a whole lot new. We got B30 open last Tuesday, so that project's physically done. Now we're working on the administration part of it, closing it out and whatnot. S66 down by Doherty, the bridge down there. Last Tuesday we did the bridge deck 4. Things went pretty well. Done by noon, pouring, so that's great. And now they're just working on stripping those forms and building the false work. They'll have the bridge approach sections yet to do. So there's some work left to do, but it's moving along smoothly. And then the contractor at the Thornton Bridge, just to the east of Thornton, last week was working on driving piles, and they're just working on those piers. So they didn't work yesterday, but hopefully they'll be back this week.
Good.
The guys are just about done hauling rock. I think they got a little bit down south to haul.
S14.
It's done. Yep. We're just working on the paperwork, closing that out. So. Yep. Done and open.
I drove it the other day. That looks like you did a nice job.
Yeah, that was good.
Yep.
That was good.
Anything else for Mary?
Lose some.
Oh, would it be possible for me to say something before Mary leaves?
Sure.
Yes.
Last Wednesday, Mary had a meeting up at the Music Man Square about raising funding for roads and bridges. Mary gave an excellent presentation along with a lot of other county supervisors. I don't remember, or excuse me, county engineers, Howard County, Mitchell County. She did an excellent job, and so did the rest of them, and voicing their opinions and their frustrations. They know how to do their job. They're educated to do their job. She does an excellent job, but all they're able to do with the funding that they have is Band-Aid work. And there's a real problem out there. I think Americans have a short attention span. It wasn't that long ago that the I-94 bridge collapsed and there was 11 people lost their lives and dozens of others injured, and we seem to have forgotten all about that. We've got all kinds of them across this country that need work, and we have people that need to go to work.
There's no question infrastructure.
But she did an excellent job.
Infrastructure in this state, we see it all the time, all of us, as we drive the roads, is been deteriorating, and part of that's because the gas tax, the road use tax fund has stayed the same since 1989. And, you know, you try to live on your same budget you had in 1989, very difficult. And I think we've done, to be very honest, complimentary to Mary, I think we've done a very good job in maintaining what we've had, but it's been a struggle. The road we were just talking about, S14, we weren't able to do the entire portion of it this year. We were only able to do half, you know, because we, you know, just don't have the complete, you know, funding there this year. So,
but it was surprising. There was only one person there that opposed it, and I don't quite understand her point. She was with a trucking. They owned a trucking firm, and she said it was going to kill her business. Well, her competition is going to have to, you know, raise their rates as well. So I don't understand.
Well, the playing field's the same for everybody,
right?
When you buy the same product,
right? But in Mary, I just wanted to say that Mary did an excellent job and gave a great presentation, and thank you.
And with
thank
that,
you, Tom.
Yeah, thank you. With that, Mary, do you have something to speak on that?
No, it was last Wednesday night. There was probably about 60 people in attendance, maybe 50, 60 in attendance. Mostly county engineers, supervisors, industry, Iowa Truck Association representative was there, and then Heartland Asphalt, you know, and Farm Bureau. So just like people within the industry were there. Pretty much everybody was in favor of raising the road use tax and implementing the existing system to get some revenue generated now, because we need it now,
Right.
not 5 years from now.
This issue we've been chasing around for 6, 7 years now.
Quite a while.
And it's, you know, it's not gonna go away. We need to do something.
They also brought up a tax on grain. A penny a bushel for grain was brought forth too, or corn anyway.
Yeah.
There's,
I believe there's a local option tax proposal too, also, to designate a cent, additional cent, designated specifically for roads and bridges and infrastructure.
they use something similar to that. There's a tax on chemicals, goes into a fund for clean water and environmental concerns and stuff like that. Don't want to detract too much, but when you see us here at this meeting, you know, we accept bids and get things, but behind the scenes, we talk about options of leasing rather than outright purchasing, how to stretch our dollars. So we're always constant. We just have X amount of dollars, and we have to stretch them as further. So we look at how to do that. Different, you know, there's not a lot of things we can do, but we try to do what we can.
You have limited funds, sometimes
Right.
projects go by the wayside because you can.
Okay. Any other questions, concerns for Mary and this? Bob, you're
Nope.
okay.
No.
All right, thanks, Mary.
Thank you.
All right. Okay, we're going to be moving down to letter B, our county auditors. First line of business is the claims.
They're right there before you.
At this time, I'll make a motion to approve the claims as presented and give the same appropriate.
Okay.
I'll second that.
Okay, we have a motion on the floor and a second to approve the claims and authorize the chair's signature on them. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Okay. Payroll?
Got the payroll warrant report for the period ending August 13th.
Okay.
Consideration.
I make a motion to approve the warrant or accept the warrant as presented.
All right.
Second?
Okay, we have a motion and second to approve and accept the payroll warrants report as of the 13th of August. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Aye. And any other line items for payroll?
No.
Okay. Drainage?
Jack Kraus has reported a problem on tile old and separating in Drainage District 35, which I believe is in Portland Township.
Okay.
This time, I'll make a motion to have Larry Fairman investigate and do what's appropriate.
Okay.
Second.
It's been motion and second to have Larry Fearman look into a problem in Drainage District number 35 in the Portland area. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Any other drainage issues to our attention, Rob? No?
No.
Okay. Now we have a resolution for the rate of pay for precinct election officials. Ken, I see you're sitting there.
I am.
Okay.
Back in January, I had proposed to you that we increase the precinct election officials from $8 to $8.50 an hour, and the chairpersons at the precincts from $8.50 to $9.50. This has to be done by resolution. It's been several years since we've increased the rate of pay, so that's the background. We have to respond to questions.
Motion to approve resolution 2011-80.
Second.
All right, we have a motion and a second to approve resolution number 80 in reference to paying precinct election officials. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Aye. All right. And then kind of on the same line of the election process, to designate the election annex as a polling place for Mason City Ward 2 Precinct 1. And For everyone that doesn't know where the annex is, it's right across the alley, it's right to our west. Little background or?
Sure.
Okay.
That's the former NIAC offices. And, we moved in there several years ago when the county purchased that. It wasn't being used. We had a lot of new equipment in 2004 and again in 2006. And then computers added 3 years after that. We've had our equipment spread out in the different rooms over there. Thank you to the supervisors for approving the funds, and especially to Tom Dushinsky for coordinating the project. We had the walls torn out, we've had the electrical work done. You know, as minimal as possible, but quite frankly, it's a very nice setup now. We've got all our equipment where we can see it at the same time, have it all set up rather than take some down and set some other up with limited space. So that's very beneficial. You know, we weren't sure, quite frankly, that it might be able to be used for polling place. We knew that Washington School was considering, they were considering selling Washington School for some time now. When the work was complete, it's not a large polling place, but it certainly for that precinct is sufficient, and would like, I'm not sure it's really required, but would like to have that, you know, designated as an official polling place. By the way, anybody who's here at this meeting, if you would like a tour of that, I would be happy to take you through and show you the various rooms.
You could maybe just take a couple moments, speak to the nature of the election equipment. They can't be in a dark, leaky old storage unit somewhere. It's kind of a high-tech, environmentally controlled. I mean, there's a lot of dollars invested, if you may.
Per precinct, we're probably talking 12,000 roughly. So it's expensive equipment. It's not something that we want to replace, you know, until it's absolutely necessary. So yes, we have to keep it safe and secure, and also protected. Is important. Thank you.
Okay. Any other questions on the bullet point? Okay.
I guess I was in there here a week or two ago, and it does look very nice, and it looks like it'd be a nice place for people to be able to come and vote and stuff. So at this time, I'll make a motion to designate the election annex as a polling place.
All right. We have a motion. Second. All right. We have a motion and a second to designate election and the annex as a polling place for Mason City Ward 2 Precinct 1. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Aye. Okay.
One final comment.
Yes.
I should have pointed out, a big part of the vision, the entire vision, was Deputy Auditor Tracy Seamers, and she coordinated with Tom and with the vendors, gets credit for a lot of the work done.
I saw her in her paint one day.
Yeah, we did that too.
Yeah. Okay. All right. We'll thank you formally.
Thank you.
You bet. All right. Yeah, sometimes their job descriptions get wide. You know, everyone kind of pitches in. Okay, we're going to be, and that will conclude our auditor's line items, pretty much. Okay. We're going to be moving on to our county treasurer. I don't see anybody here representing that office, but what we do is pay taxes with mobile homes that's been moved, or it's out of the county, or it's maybe its life is done with. So anyway, I'll accept the
Motion, Mr. Chairman, to abate the taxes in the amount of $97.
okay.
Second.
Okay, it's been motion and second, and a little further discussion. The mobile home is being moved to a different county, and homes on wheels. So with that, I'll also call for the vote to abate $97 for said mobile home. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Aye. Okay. Veterans Affairs. This is to authorize the chair to sign a letter from the Iowa Department of Veteran Affairs to receive state allocation of $10,000 for the County Veterans Affairs Office for the year of 12. And
I think the state had kind of approved about close to $10,000 for most counties. And we, of course, we're one of the recipients, so I'll make a motion this time to authorize the chair to sign the letter.
All right.
Second.
Okay, it's a motion and a second to authorize the chair to sign the letter to the Iowa Department of Veterans Affairs. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Okay. Boy, we're just, that couldn't have happened and we're right on time. Public hearing for a Coal Myers first subdivision. And with that, you can take the lead and
This is a proposed two-lot subdivision, minor subdivision of the northeast quarter, the southeast quarter of Section 9 in Geneseo Township. Rockwell city limits are on the east side of Highway 65. This proposed subdivision is on the west side of Highway 65. Subdivision excludes a small piece of property up here owned by Scott Schmidt, who was not a part of the plat. The purpose is for Michael and Kelly Kuhlmeyer to become the owners of Lot 1, which is to the south. That's the southern 17.26 acres. And Robert and Brenda Kuhlmeyer to be the owners of Lot 2, which is the northern 19.89 acres. Both lots are greater than 10 acres in size, so no rezoning is required from the current A1 classification. There are no structures on either lot. Development is not anticipated. Let's see. Access is not an issue, although if it does become an issue, access approval would be through the Iowa Department of Transportation because it's a state-maintained federal highway and not under county jurisdiction. Because this was within 2 miles of Rockwell city limits, it had to go through their city council, thus the delay between the Planning and Zoning Commission meeting on June 2nd and your consideration of it today. Rockwell City Council has approved the plat. Scott Brown is here representing the Kuhlmeyers if you have any questions with regards to the proposed subdivision.
okay. Well, if you care to speak with her, you can do it under the public portion of this hearing, which will open as of right now. Any comment?
This just looks like it's an 40 that's getting split up pretty much.
It is, and because there was already a division in it created by the parcel that Scott Schmidt has there, whenever you split a 40-acre parcel into 3 or more parcels, it requires a subdivision plat. So that's essentially what we're doing here. I would mention there is a 40-foot wide easement from east to west across just south of center of this 40 acres that allows access to the city of Rockwell's sewage lagoons, which sit west of the city and out in the county. There's also another access easement across the northerly 50 feet of Lot 2. So access is not an issue at all.
Right. 2 accesses. Okay. They're not landlocked. Well, at this time, call the last call for public comment. Hearing none, I'll call.
At this time, I'll make a motion to approve close the public hearing.
Okay.
Second.
Okay. Motion and second to close the public portion of this hearing. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Okay, to get to the meat of the matter here, this is a resolution to approve or deny the Kuhlmeyers first subdivision of the northeast quarter of the southeast quarter, section 9, township 94.
Mr. Chairman, at this time, I'd make a motion to approve resolution 2011 number 81.
Okay, all right.
And I'll second resolution 2081.
Okay, so motion and second in favor of resolution number 81 to approve this subdivision, and sounds like pretty much all the T's and I's have been dotted and crossed with the city of Mace City and Tom and Scott.
City of Rockwell.
City of Rockwell,
Yeah.
pardon me, they haven't annexed down that south yet. Okay. Well, with that, I'll call for the vote of this, to approve.
Aye.
Aye.
Aye. Okay. Thank you on that matter. Okay, so we'll just be moving along to our manure management plans. We have two of them. I had a chance to, thanks, Scott.
Thank you.
To look at both of them, their updates. Didn't have to, wasn't any concern or up.
Did you refer them to the manure management expert?
Well, actually, when I said I looked at him, I bet I looked at him after he did.
All right.
You know,
Don't forget.
I know, I'm
Because
thinking,
we always get the stuff to you last.
I know, it's got that last little check mark, margin.
At this time, I'll make a motion to accept the manure management plans for both of these. Just send a copy to Deanna.
Okay.
Second.
All right, so motion and second to accept the manure management plans presented to us and further them on to the DNR. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Okay. Agreements and contracts, any?
I have none.
Okay. Appointments? I don't know.
None?
Correspondence and communication?
No.
All right. Well, with that, anything else?
Make a motion to adjourn.
All right. Second. We have a motion and a second for adjournment. All in favor?
Aye.
All right. Okay, thank you.